Alright, y'all. So I kind of want to make this a little bit of a series. The previous video I made kind of talked about how to just start making something, go day by day, and I kind of went through my film that I made at home and just how I made it, the inspiration behind it. And so I think what would be cool to do is to talk about the next part of, I guess, this could be a little mini series on the creative process, and then I can make another video after this, but kind of that middle portion where you're filming stuff, you're editing stuff, and then you get stuck. You're at a loss for inspiration, you're at a loss for creativity. You've got the first part down, you've picked up your camera, you've decided to make something, you've started to edit it. Just the general lack of inspiration is something that all of us creatives struggle with. So I think it would be cool to kind of go through 4 things to get you inspired. If you're a little stuck, if you need a little bit of a spark to keep going, because these are things that I've kind of learned to do throughout each project that I'm doing or each edit, and it is all pretty simple things that you can do that will literally just get you a little bit of that spark to be like, okay, this is an idea that I can go with that'll lead to another bigger idea, and then so on. Let's go through 4 things, and hopefully this helps and you can apply it to the next time that you need a little bit of inspiration. Morning, everyone. I'm doing so good. It is so cold outside. So the first way that I love to get inspired, and this is probably very simple, probably like, oh, I could have thought of that, done that. Well, sometimes you don't think of it, even if it is very simple. It's just listening to music, but specifically while I'm driving. Is that a burrito in the road? This is not dangerous at all. But yeah, I think driving and listening to music is obviously like a normal thing, but when I do it, I'm always just thinking of creative ideas, and ideas go through my head. And obviously it helps, like, if you're driving, somewhere cool, not Matthews, North Carolina. Obviously depends on the type of music you're listening to. Like if it's classical music, that could be cool for some, cool creative ideas. Not that anybody listens to classical music regularly. I actually love making playlists on Spotify, and I have like a few that I'll just, keep on rotation throughout the week with different, different moods and different types of songs in them. It really helps just spark my creativity. Just literally going for a drive. If I'm in the middle of an edit, can't think of anything, I'll just hop in the car sometimes, drive somewhere and listen to music. So very simple, but it could help, could spark something really cool, and you should try it. Just go for a drive, listen to music, see what happens. If you need music playlist recommendations, let me know in the comments. I'll link my Spotify because I think I have some cool playlists. Just let me know. Go listen to music and drive and be safe and buckle up. All right, so the next thing that I do to get, the sky is really pretty outside. Next thing I do to get some inspiration is a fun one. I literally just sit down, watch a movie, watch a TV show, watch a YouTube creator that I love, something that is cool, it's cinematic, it's a work of art, something that'll spark my creativity, something that will literally get me inspired. I mean, I think that's watching somebody else's piece of art is just probably the best way you can get inspired. When I first started wanting to even do this, it was because of watching other people doing it and being like, oh, I love what they're creating, I love what I'm watching right now, I want to do the same thing. And sometimes you just have to go back to that initial moment when you kind of fell in love with what you're doing and be like, this is why I fell in love. I started watching people who do this. I fell in love with the craft. And honestly, it's a really good thing to do before I even start making anything. Like not even when I'm like halfway through an edit or halfway through a shoot. YouTube creators that I love, if y'all want some ideas on who to watch, Danny Gewurz is one of my favorites. I mentioned him in my last video. This is basically becoming a Danny Gewurz fan page at this point. Eric Floberg, another really awesome filmmaker. Sam Colder is one I got into when I first started filming. He doesn't post as regularly as he used to, but he's still an amazing creator. Matty Hapoya, he kind of inspires me more on like the vlogging side. He's talented in every way, but his presence on camera is very good. And if I'm making a video like this, I might watch one of his videos beforehand just to kind of get an idea of how he vlogs, how he breaks up his videos, stuff like that. But literally, I'll even like, right now I'm in my living room. I have these light bulbs that like change color. So I have different settings. I have a movie mode right there. Click on that. Got the blue and red. Contrasting cool colors, makes it very like theater cinematic vibe in here. But yeah, I'll literally sit down, watch a movie, watch some YouTube, and honestly just take a break. Like sometimes all of these are kind of what that is, but just taking a break and watching what somebody else created, it's a great thing to do in any edit or any filmmaking project. So yeah, go try that. It's a lot of fun and it works pretty well. So the third one is honestly probably the best one, the most important one, is just learning from a creative friend who you can just talk to for hours and inspires you, you, one of my best buddies, Tim, is the best at this example. And right as I said his name, he pulled up in the driveway. Look at that. This always happens. Dude, I was like, right as I say your name, you just pull up in the driveway.
What's up, Seth?
What's the chances?
What are the chances?
Dude, what have you been doing today?
Church. Went to church.
Let's go.
Now hanging out with a buddy.
Yeah, this is Tim. Best guy to have a conversation with.
I don't know about that. I appreciate it though.
Yeah, I think just going and get coffee and just chatting about life. So we're gonna do that now.
Super down. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Are you coming?
Hey, coffee's this way. And then the last one I would say is just start making something. I know that's like, okay, duh, obviously that's what we're trying to do is make something. We need inspiration to make something. 9 out of 10 times, if you just put a clip on a timeline or you just go to a stock music website and just start listening to some songs, you just start the process of making something. Don't think about it as a whole entire edit or project. Just think about it like kind of like I said in the previous video, just taking it day by day, break it down even more. Take it clip by clip, take it 1 frame at a time, 1 second at a time. I found a quote the other day that says, "An inch of movement will bring you closer to your goals than a mile of intention ever will." And that's pretty good. 1 clip, 1 shot on your camera, whatever it is, 1 thing that moves you forward or that just makes you start to create something will bring you closer to your final product than any idea or intention ever will. Now, obviously it's great to make ideas and ideate and brainstorm, but if you don't actually start doing something, I mean, it's kind of obvious, but it needs to be said, you're not going to get anywhere. It's just that thing where sometimes inspiration will come by simply doing something. And I've found myself a lot of times stuck in a cycle of just thinking and planning and brainstorming and being like, you know, why am I not getting anywhere? Well, it's probably because I'm not actually doing anything. I'm not actually taking action on a project, filming something. Literally, even with YouTube videos like this, like I'm trying to kind of do more of these things, just set up the camera and talk. And this is definitely still a learning process for me, but my win for the day is that I'm shooting this clip and the whole project in itself isn't done yet. Like I haven't really, you know, thought of the end product as much as I've thought of shooting this 1 clip and then just going from here and just doing it again. And I think breaking it down like that and having that kind of mindset will hopefully help you and will hopefully help you find some creativity and inspiration. I know it's kind of obvious, but yeah, hopefully this helped. Hopefully these 4 things just kind of will get you going again. Like I said, I kind of want this to be a little mini series, so I might make a final episode or part to this. It is very cold outside, so I'm gonna go inside now. But y'all go make something. Y'all get inspired. Try out one of these 4 things and have fun with your edit and your project. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.